Well, it is official. Probably a bit quicker than I think a lot of Giants fans were expecting to happen, but we knew it was going to happen at some point. Daniel Jones is officially the Giants' starting quarterback, starting week 3 against Tampa Bay, not Miami, Tampa Bay. I was able to check, and I realized I kind of messed up in the video yesterday saying that we were playing Miami next week when we really were playing them later on in the season. He's going to be starting against Tampa Bay. The Eli Manning era is officially over. Yes, 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, top 10 all time in passing yards. It's been a great career, but I think at this point, it's time really. I mean, we've seen really all we really needed to see in the first 2 games to know that Eli Manning is just. It's really time to just take that step back and really just let Daniel Jones actually take over at this point, because if Daniel Jones is going to be the starting quarterback, the face of the franchise pretty much for the New York Giants, we need to really see what he can do in actual meaningful games, because he had a really great preseason. That's no debating that really. I mean, that's why that whole meme about him pretty much becoming like the next Tom Brady became a thing because he just came out and just looked like really, really good. And then he had his moments too against the Cowboys in week 1. Did fumble at the end, which ruined that moment a bit, but he did start off pretty well, making his first 3 passes in the NFL. Really, I'm really intrigued to see how this is gonna go because, of course, starting rookie quarterbacks, there's always going to be rough patches, and I think with more game time, those will start to go a bit decrease. Of course, if he doesn't play that well, then they really don't go away, and he continues to make rookie mistakes. Then there's an issue for sure. But really, we don't know that until he actually takes the field. So, I mean, the Giants are 0-2 right now. Really, what do they have to lose at this point? I mean, doesn't look like we're going to be contending for the division title or playoff spot this year. And you know it's bad when I would actually agree with Mike Francesa in 2019 in an interview that he was conducting with Pat Shermer, saying, and he straight up told him to his face that the Giants were terrible, that they weren't doing anything right other than having Saquon Barkley on a team. But even then, they weren't even getting that many carries. And when I have to agree with Mike Francesa on something, you know it's bad. I mean, yeah, so really, what do we have to lose at this point? Just let's see what he's got. And it would be better if he actually had the wide receiver core that we should really have starting out in week 3. I mean, Golden Tate's still going to be suspended. He's not going to come back until week 5 because he's out for the first 4 games of the regular season. Sterling Shepard, I think, is still probably going to be out with a concussion. I don't know what the timetable for his return is, but if he is out, then there goes the number 1 wide receiver on the roster right now. Debatable, depending on what you think Golden Tate would be ahead of him, which he probably would, but at this point, both of them are not playing, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, I'm really just intrigued to see where this Giants team goes from here and just how to see how Daniel Jones plays, because we did really overdraft. I mean, I think it's obvious. I mean, just look at the reaction that everyone had when he got drafted 6th overall. I mean, pretty much I think everyone knew that he would have been available later on when the Giants had what ended up being their 2nd pick in the first round. He would have easily have been available. I mean, I know there was a whole thing with the Redskins saying that they might take Daniel Jones, but I think they always had Dwayne Haskins as their guy. I think they really just kind of fooled and made the Giants play their hand and just overreach a little bit. But listen, if he's going to be the guy, he's got to play at some point. It doesn't make any sense to just keep starting Eli Manning in what would essentially be a win-now move when the Giants are not a win-now team. That is established. That was established the moment Landon Collins walked and Odell Beckham was traded. We are not a win-now team. This is a team officially heading on the rebuild. So we really need to see what we have on the roster and see who's going to be a part of this team's future and how they are going to play. Like, that's just simple. Anyways, I just wanted to get this quickly out. I'm going to be heading out actually really soon. I was going to go on campus, and I literally woke up and this was like the first thing I saw. So I figured I'd just get a video out really fast. I mean, it's pretty big Giants news. I mean, this is big news for the franchise, really. And yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how he plays in week 3. I mean, there's going to be a lot of eyes on him now. There's going to be a little bit of renewed interest now in the Giants because this is the start of a new era in the franchise, essentially. Now that Saquon and Daniel Jones are now officially going to be the guys on the offense now. So, yeah, the youth are taking over now. And crazy to say, but Eli Manning, officially not the starting quarterback of the New York Giants. Daniel Jones will be taking over. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well, and who knows, maybe in a few years, just like what happened with Eli Manning, after a few years of starting, we'll be back in the Super Bowl. I doubt it, but who knows. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Subscribe, like the video, of course leave a comment, let me know how you think Daniel Jones is going to play. Follow me on Twitter, it's down in the description. Take care.